Hello, everybody. Let me turn that off. How the heck is everybody? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, I think it's Thursday. I am without tea or coffee this stream, so it should be a good one. Should be interesting. Hey, everybody, how are you? I am Joshua. It is November 9th, 2017, and this is the Delver bonus stream, week daily stream, however you want to call it. Basically, I am making a concerted effort to work on Delver over my lunchtime until we ship the darn thing. So here we are. This is it. Let me hit a button here and say there's the website. How'd you like that seg? Yeah, it's delvergame.com. If you don't know, Delver is a procedural dungeon crawler with first-person roguelike and for RPG elements, right? It's a little mix of everything we like. A little Elder Scrolls, a little Doom, a little Ultima, a little this and that. We are on Steam Early Access for $7.99. When we release the final update, we will be considering ourselves 1.0, and we will raise the price at least to $9.99 because that's what I've been talking about. And we still are internally discussing whether or not we should raise the price even further beyond that. But that's still up in the air. If Humble is your jam, we gotcha. There's a Humble widget. You get a Steam key. I mentioned Steam twice because let me see what. Yeah, Steam is the. So I am like a little off today. Steam is the most up-to-date build. Our Humble build is way behind. Our Android build is way behind. When we release the final version of the Steam build, we will update our other platforms. We would also like to do an iOS build because the framework that we build on, which is libgdx, does support iOS. But we do not currently have an iOS build because we don't feel that that the Apple Store is a good place for early access products. So we are holding off on that until we are done. Hey Simon, hey Felix, hey Tengu, Mr. Taters, all you folks in chat. Thank you, Tyreek, for stopping by. I appreciate the company. I am one half of the team that makes Delver. I am Joshua. I do the art, the 2D art, the 3D art, some level design, some programming. Again, we are two people working on this in our free time. Like no time, no budget. We do this out of a passion. We are dedicated to finishing it. We've been working on it 4 or 5 years now. I've been on the project 4. I think Chad has been working on it 5. Hey, Glass Gasket TV. Let's go to, I guess, my repositories, to Delver. Let's do a poll. Actually, I think... Hey, let me just commit this real quick. Real quick. Smiley. I think that'll come across in GitHub, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, git pull. Yeah, I was afraid that I was hoping that Chad had been making changes, and he has. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Yeah, it is Java. It's made with libgdx and Java. libgdx is a framework that gives us OpenGL and some input and audio and stuff like that. So I can get pull. So I'm up to date and I need to push my commits. There we go. That should be, hey Javier, thanks for stopping by, man. Clear. Git log. Scaling up, scaling level up, screen down, adding options in the pause menu. Yay! See, Chad does listen. Let's check that out because folks were asking for it, and it looks like he delivered. So cool kids code says, I don't know what to learn between Java or C++. It doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're just learning programming, whatever language sticks with you the best is probably the one to go for, the one that makes the most sense to you. because once you understand like the fundamentals of programming, like language really isn't that big of a deal, to be honest with you. Like I'm pretty comfortable in C++, Java, C Sharp, Python, JavaScript. It doesn't really matter. I mean, like I can, you just read a little bit of syntax and you can pick it up pretty quickly. So I wouldn't stress too much on language. Just find one that gels with you. Yeah, I love Python. I did a very long-running lunchtime stream where I made a Twitch playable roguelike in Python. Okay, so let's fire up my IDE and let's play a little Delver, because that's what a good way to start talking about Delver is. If you're coming from Python, maybe Java is a little bit easier, because it still is a managed language, so you don't have to worry about all that stuff just yet. Okay, and you also get a lot of the standard library in Java is not the same as Python, but you get way more of it than as compared to with C++. No worries, Tyreek. Yeah, it has been a while, man. How's life? I think right now is Proc Jam, and I believe Tyreek, you gave a talk for Proc Jam. Are giving a talk? What's that all about, man? I was really psyched when I saw you on the list of speakers this year. Felix is asking what controllers are supported. I think any, really. I think we just we provide default mappings for a handful, like the 360 and the PlayStation and a few others. But you can we've set it up now so that you can rebind the joystick controls. So any joystick really should work. Uh-oh, Tyreek, your talk was super weird. Oh man, I'm way looking forward to it now. Oh man. Yeah, but I'm playing with my 360 controller. Yeah, please link it. That's probably what I'll be putting on after I'm done streaming. Play. Hey, Brox148. I am playing a little bit of my game Delver. Let's go ahead and kill ourselves to start, and we'll start a new run. Thank you, Tyreek. Let me open that up in a new window. Thank you, Chris. That's very kind of you to say. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna open this in a new tab before I forget. Mute tab. Ooh, negative space. Oh, you're getting all artsy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. So, and Chad also tweaked the starting area of Delver. Like you start kind of on a trail from somewhere going to the campfire, which is kind of cool. A little different. I mean, not substantially different. Here is the campfire area. You have all the usual cast of characters. Also, recently my dog passed away, so he is at the campfire waiting for you now. You can give him pets and he wags his tail. Yeah. With that, let's go ahead and go down to the first level of the dungeon and let's see what's going on. Yeah, so this is the first area of the dungeon. It's a procedural dungeon, so everything is laid out new every time you play. Procedural, or like there's a random assortment of baddies and weapons and all that good stuff. Some of the big things, so there's the bomb system, the surprise system, improved gamepad support. Apparently Chad said we can get to the options. Oh, he made this a little bit smaller. That's cool. Speed. So we can get to the options from here. Oh, but we can't get to it with the gamepad controller. Oh my goodness. I think because it's not navigable with the gamepad controller. Interesting. So if I go to mouse and keyboard, yeah, that is an issue. I don't know if it's yeah. So Chad is admitting that came in pretty hot. But yeah, no, it is nice to have. Sorry, Chad, I don't mean to call you out there. um. Oh yeah, no, that's awesome, Tyreek. Like, I've seen you talk a few times in person, and it's always cool. Um. Yeah, so yeah, just kind of run through the dungeon, find the exit, and then I'll get to work. Probably doing just some pixel art today, trying to get the unique items all finished up. If this is the exit, okay, say this is the exit, I was gonna laugh. Also, Chad, it seems like we have a really... I should probably also check the math on... oh goodness, there's just explosions everywhere. Oh my goodness, let's eat this. Let's throw this. Let's paralyze this fool. Or not. And... okay. Let's go invisible and just get out of here. I like how the invisible status is capitalized. Okay. Almost out of it. Oh, how can that bat see me? Let's go this way. Ah! Not that way. I guess okay. I thought that was a deeper drop off than it actually was. So forgive my drama. Here we go. Do a little dance. Defense, right? Just take damage off the top. No FOV. Yeah, there's an FOV option. You can crank it way down or way up. Oh, they're having another roguelike celebration this year. You lucky guys living in the San Francisco area. I would love to attend that. I'd love to go to any of the roguelike conventions, roguelike celebration or the international, the RG, whatever the international one is called. Would it be possible to port Delver to VR? I think the problem with Delver in VR is sprites. I don't think sprites in VR get along very well. And also, you move a lot in Delver. Like, in VR, like, movement is usually either you teleport, which works really well, or the movement is super slow. IRDC. Yeah. I think I'm in a bad way. I have a poison thingy somewhere. Let's just drag that up there. Let's put this up here, and let's put this over here. Let's go. Okay. Give you a little treat. There we go. Ah. Good throwable poison dagger. Nice. And then I could fire one people? Let's drink that. Ah, bad timing. Poison you. Just poison the world, you know? Okay, I think I have this. Oh! Time to run. There we are. Just blow up everybody. Or myself. Dang it! Okay. Yeah, I think that's right, Tyreek. Yeah, invisibility is new. Got you. So if you're too close, monsters will see you. Gotcha. That kind of balances it out. Cool. Well, that is a typical Delver run that ends in player suicide. Yeah, let's work a little bit. Yeah, no, Chad added the disorientation effect when you drink the ale. That's kind of that's currently the only place it's used. I guess modders could hook it up in other places, but that's the only place we're using it. Actually, we do have some of that. So if I just would say to load up the or to load up the editor, Joshua, let's load up the editor. Let's do this. Entity, lights, ambient, a lot of light. Like if I were to just like if I strafe back and forth, there is a very subtle lean into the strafe. If you look at the horizontal line made by the wall, you can see it twist just a little. It's very subtle. It's not super big, but going back and forth like that, there is a little bit of it. Um, um, let me see. The PurdyBot? Yeah, played VR FPS has pacing similar to Delver's motion sickness inducing. Yeah, I'm just worried that like also like the sprites facing each eye individually would be a weird effect. I'm not sure what that would look like. Yeah. Yeah, Chris, the progress is thank you for the kind words, but yeah, progress is so slow at times. Oh my goodness. So unique stuff. I think Chad's been actually naming this behind the scenes. So let's take a look at the items.dat. We have the Demon Horn Staff. Numador, interesting. What does Numador do? Skeletons focus. That's me, I guess. Heretic's Legacy, beautiful. That must be the last wand. I got if that's Heretic's Legacy, then I got to make it a heretic weapon. Oh my goodness. Cool. Rithorian Helm, Rithorian Breastplate, Rithorian Greaves, Rithorian Shield. Perfect. Yeah. So I am really appreciating Chad kind of sneaking in and just giving this stuff a little bit of life while I work on it. Oh yeah, Double Daggers is I love it, man. It's so like stress inducing. Like, it's just so like it requires all your attention. Um uh, uh yep, yep. Yep, there are a lot of games I'd still would like to play. Yeah, I'm digging that just a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's merge that down. Let's merge that down. And so these are Rithorian stuff. Cool, yeah. Dusk looks interesting. It looks very like a very traditional, like Quake 2 styled FPS. Devil wand that shoots daggers. It's the hand, right? It's the Devil Daggers has the hand, and it goes, and I think I'm not sure, but I think on the power up you get a sixth finger, but I'm not sure. I've only ever got that a few times. Um, um, wondering if I thicken this up, will it look nice? Let's try that. Let's try fudging this a little bit. And since I gave myself something like this, yeah, kind of square it off a little bit, like how I don't know. This nose piece, maybe. I don't like how that nose piece works. I don't know. Um, uh, cool. Yeah, I'm feeling this. Yep, let's just go ahead and just start calling this done and just add a little bit of color to it and call it a day. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm thinking like bronzy colors, maybe. Um, so kind of like a coppery. Yeah, I don't know. I could just quick and dirty. That's the way I do things, right? Let's just get it done. So let's just duplicate this. Let's hit Control U, and let's just colorize this junk and just play around with colors and see what I like. That's not bad. It's like a bronzy color, right? And then what I can do is from here I can grab like different values and kind of shift them. So Let's grab the lowest two. Let's turn off contiguous so I can grab all of these two. And I'm going to slide them more towards the cool end. So let's slide them more towards blue a little bit. Like kind of a greenish would be cool. Maybe pull down the sat too. Here we go. Also, let me to maybe on these mid-tones also kind of pull the sat down, just leave it where it is though. And then on these, kind of pull them more towards the warm. Okay, that's feeling okay-ish. Um, um, Okay. I wonder also if I made a variant that was based on maybe my iron color. So really quickly, just try to see if I can do that. I think my the bomb actually has more colors. Items. There we go. Zoom in here. I think I have. Let me just snag this, and I have more shades of gray to play around with. So for maybe the extreme highlight here, I can pull that. And then for that, I can pull maybe this, or is that the same as, that's the same as that. So if I pull that, cool. And then I still have a few shades to play around with here and there. And then I wonder if I mask off AA, my favorite thing to do, sort of. I like how that looks better, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Just going with it. Yeah, there's already golden armor in the game. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm wondering if I could do something, maybe just that, like this. Maybe a hue shift this towards the green. Let me try this instead. Let's do Control J, Control U, colorize. Maybe more towards the green and like way set. Green yellow. Maybe not that sad. Delver really isn't all that saturated to begin with. And then similar rules. Okay. Then really quickly, if I like just mask this out and just play around with that, that might be a quick way to get some variation without doing lots of work. So like kind of here in the, yeah. This may or may not work. It's an experiment. I think the green might be way too much right now. I can play around with those colors. Let me see. Let's try. Just duplicate this layer. Turn this one off. Now we can play around with maybe colors. Maybe that one reads better. Yeah, maybe something like that could be cool. I think that is, yeah. It's more towards the yellowy color spectrum, which I dig a little bit more. Hey, Simon. Yeah, sometimes my poor brain is so focused that I can't work and talk. I apologize. But yeah, I'm digging this direction. Let's just go with it. Let's create a layer on top, and then I'll do some more stuff. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, we one could argue that I put too much time into the art, and it's the amount that you get, like the value, like I get out of it isn't exactly, I don't know, proportional, but you know, like I guess that's what makes this a passion project, right? Like we definitely dump a lot of time into this and try to make it as good as we can. Yeah, thank you. I like yeah, I'm digging the green too. I think it's a nice touch. Cool. Yeah, I think yeah, something deep underground, something that's old, you know. It reminds me, I guess now that I look at it, it reminds me of Dark Souls of the statue armor you find. Oh well. Yep, that's just life, I suppose. Um, did I not? Yeah, I did do the adjustments on that. Let me real quick. Let's give the shield some love, shall we? So, um, let's go grab um, armor, and then let's look at our. We have an example wood shield right here. Let's go ahead and just make this base layer, let's add a new layer, paste that in there, I suppose, and I'm just going to steal colors out of it. Let's real quick, I guess, let's turn off contiguous here and just make some selections. Try to grab all this jazz. Oh, 30, halfway there. Okay. I think that should be close enough. Let's do this. Let's make a quick layer. Let's just fill that, make it a selection layer. Actually, instead of that, I could do something like this. Hit Control J to duplicate that piece. And then from here, I can make these kind of selections. And it should be like this dark color here. Right, and then this should be this color here, more or less. And I could start problem solving from here. Take care, Chad. Thanks for popping in, man. It seems all right, more or less. That bit up, down. Hey, Siak Blue, haven't seen you in a while. How are things? Yeah, I don't think I really want to do any highlights per se. I mean, I could do like some damage on that, but I think we already, I don't know, we already kind of got that covered. Let me just pull little bits off of this that I like. I think the color palette should already be correct. Yeah, something like this maybe. Yeah. And delete this wherever that lives. Bring back that bomb. Get those iron colors again. And remember, I think this is the darkest it gets. This is that tone. It should have some sort of middling tone, I suppose. Would be nice, I guess. You tighten that up just a touch. Okay, now try to figure out how to make that look older is the question. So I guess woods tend to go more towards gray as they get older, which isn't super interesting, but it would make sense if this wasn't super new looking. And this is the green. I think the green on this would be all right still. for these bits. I just want to do something with this to make it look a little bit older. So we'll duplicate it and we'll play around with just maybe desaturating it, or pulling the color. No, maybe just desaturating it a bit. I don't know if that helps or not. Yeah, I might just leave it as is. Spikes or studs on the wood? Yeah, studs are good. Studs are a good suggestion. I do use studs in other places. Do I use them on any of the? I don't use them on any of the shields, but I do have studs like here and there. So yeah, studs would be a nice differentiator as well. I think on my textures, cold, this big old door, I have one of my favorite pieces to do. I have these studs on the wood here as well. Yeah, I think that totally makes sense. Let's just do some basic studs here. Let's make a layer for it. That, and then maybe something like there and there. Kind of maybe this can also imply that like the thing on the back that you, like the grip is actually like really firmly fastened. Well, yeah, to this would be okay. Like that, like that, like that. Call it out here, and let's I guess in the shade, let's darken everything a touch. It should be darker, and then have it maybe just cast just the tiniest of shadows, just so we know that it actually is kind of like a physical thing. And I don't know, I'm not sure, like maybe not a lot of shadow, just a little. I could apply different symbols on the front, like a crest or a paint. Yep. That could be as easy as doing like an overlay layer. That might be a cheap way to do that. Brush, green. Yeah. That might be an easy way to do it. And yeah. I'm trying to think. Let's merge this down. Merge that down. This is the green mask. This is these are the green touch-ups. This is an alternate color scheme which I can pitch now because I'm digging the direction this is going. But I think I want to make basically so I've made changes to this that I think aren't reflected in the shield entirely. So let me just, I guess, try to recreate that, I suppose. Let me just do this and Control A, and then I think I can here. How do I temporarily disable? Yes. Layer mask. And then I can just go in and delete out the shield here that I can kind of color pick. Here. So this goes to that. This should be that, I think. This should be this. This is this. This and this, I think, are probably going to be just kind of this middle green. This needs to be maybe slightly lighter than that. I guess this can be the same color effectively as that. Probably okay. These can probably also be. How is that? These are abstractions, right? These aren't perfect. There we go. Cool. Yep. So let's do. Can I? Okay. So enable layer mask. Can I? I copy a mask? I cannot. It looks like. Again, I could just throw a mask layer on this, and I can paint in the green bits as I like. Again, maybe work with a large brush so I don't really focus too much on details. Because getting bogged down in details at the beginning is a good way to not finish something. So just let's just worry about trying to think of like the edges would be most likely to not pick up, or there were to be like not, I don't know, like the edges will stay shiny longer. I'm trying to avoid single pixels. I try to keep things in clusters just to, I think that it typically looks nicer. Yeah, I'm not sure that's working as well on the shield. I could, just real quickly, I can just mask out these bits here that's on the wood. I figured out a different solution for them. Up. Here we go. The thing. It's workable. I wonder if I call out the edges in gold on the armor, would it be nice? Real quick, let me just try this. That might help it sell as unique better. I'm not sure. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go. Now you can. Maybe. Again, just experimenting, trying to find things that I like. Yeah, I think maybe adding that gold color helps it pop and helps it sell that it is supposed to be special. That might be a nice thing to do. And fun fact is gold does not tarnish, so it can just be the gold color. Just trying this out and see how it feels. Thanks, Felix. Thanks, Tengu. Yeah. I think the and also like the gold trim because with the green and the gray, it's still very monochromatic. You know, like if I were to turn this layer off, like it still feels like just like one like it still just feels green. Green and the gray kind of like gray is not a color value, but adding the second color value I think really helps pop. Um, and most of my items do tend to have at least two color values, like a blue. This one is like a gold and a green, you know, and you know, just trying to have just a little bit of separation, I think helps. Hey, Shambler Not. The shield I was working on yesterday, slightly better. We'll see. We'll see. Just now adding values um, to these darn unique armor bits. I don't think I'm actively hating them less, so it's always good. Yeah, very different shape. Try without the green now. See what it's like. You mean like this, or like that, or that? The first one, only iron and gold. Yeah, it still works. And I think I also want to maybe call out maybe this piece across the top here. Uh, ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? Um, yeah, why not? I don't know. I'm trying to like I'm already made enough work for myself. I just a single set is okay with me right now. Um, 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 the moss is nice. I wonder if you want to add some other details to show it's overgrown, like light leaves and vines hanging. That might actually, Chris, that's not a bad way to sell it. Even harder. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I'm not sure. Um, sure. Or a future expansion. If this sells well enough to warrant expansions, that would be lovely. I'd love to have the work. Okay. Just keep on doing the trim. Yeah, the shield might be where I can actually sell the vine part a little bit harder. That's a good. That is a good observation. Yep, yep, yep. I guess this is just some giant belt buckle. Apparently that's what this is, and I just didn't realize it. A big old belt buckle. Yeehaw! Just, again, just trying to pick out all these little gold bits. And I'm just kind of looking to where I've indicated the highlight's going to be, and I'm just kind of following that, really. That's the method to my madness. Yeah, and even with the like these turned off, it still works, so that's cool. And then for the shield, um, uh, maybe just call out the entire outer edge. I think would probably be where that little gilding would lie. We'll see. Yeah, no, today's been a good day. Yeah, some days progress is easy. I love those days, you know. Some days progress I have to like wrestle the project and make it behave. But today's been a good day for getting stuff done. And if you're into pixel art, it's probably been a good day for that too. Let's do that. That may work. Cool. Yeah, no, that's the nice thing about working on a project with a partner is you like both can kind of like energize each other. Like I'll do stuff that really excites him, and he'll do stuff that really like gets like my mind working on things. And it's cool to have a partner on these things, because certainly like working on projects by yourself can get like morally difficult, like not more morale, like morale, not morals. If your morals get compromised when you're working on a project, that's also bad too. But morale, I don't know if that one works as well. Yeah, maybe I need to chill out with maybe this bit right here. Maybe that's what's getting me. Yeah, maybe I could do some kind of cool like gold thing in the middle here. Is what I'm feeling. Maybe like you know, like bird, caw. I'm a bird. You know, and I have feathers coming off my sides. Yeah, talking to yourself helps also. Or I'm a dragon, definitely, right? That's definitely a dragon's face. Um, um, try all metal on the shield instead of wood. That is also a thing I could do. Let's put the bird's head up above, maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, little hooks for the dragon hands. And a tail. Yeah, I don't know. This is just an idea. Yeah, I don't know if that reads as well. So let's just turn that off, pretend like it didn't happen. Yeah, maybe I think I need to call out like some gold on these knee bits as well. Maybe that's, let's do this. Let's call this, cancel. Escape should work there. Let's call this gold trim. The shield has a candelabra. Beautiful. Let's go back to the gold trim and let's just add some trim to these knee parts here. Let's make it square, and then I can just add a little. I think maybe it is supposed to be roundish, so let's do something like that. I think that's too much, but let's do that. Maybe quickly, maybe do a little bit more of a quicker fade. Maybe that works, maybe that doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Jalabi for time. Thank you for buying my game. That is really kind of you. That directly supports me and my game development endeavors. So that means a lot to me. Yeah. Okay, that's looking cool. That's looking cool. Maybe to sell some of this reflectivity on this gold bitch, maybe have just a little bit of like the reflection, because I'm kind of implying that this shield has a really kind of like a curvy shape to it, so maybe just adding a little bit of speck on this side too will help call that out maybe. It's looking cool. Let's real quickly let's try Simon's suggestion and seeing if we remove the if we just made it metal instead of yeah. So real quick, let's just paint these out real quick. Paint that out. Paint you out. Himon is asking, do I have a rough idea when we are releasing? Not really. For us, on the back end on Steam, all we have to do is check a box and it's released. So that's really like, for us, there's a very minimal effort to actually releasing the thing. It's just a matter of when we think it's done, and that's a harder question to answer. I mean, like in reality, it's never going to be done, right? Like it's going to be a thing that we're going to have to leave unfinished in the way that we view it, but that's okay. Just learning to live with that. I mean, we're going to leave it in the best state that we can. Grumble, 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 grumble. I'm getting short on time trying to do this quickly. Yeah. And I keep joking, but semi-seriously, that if I don't finish it up before the end of the year, my wife will kill me. Soon, hopefully. I guess one of those things, like I want to make sure that I take the time so that I am satisfied that we did everything we possibly could to make this a good game. If it's overgrown with moss, should it also be rusty? Potentially. It just depends on what you think it is. Is it moss or is it something else? You know, and I could play with these colors a bit more. I really want to know, is there a way for me to merge this down? And not lose the mask. Preserve. Okay, something happened there though. Wait. Yeah, something oh. So let's do this, and then let's add that to the mask. And then now if I control E, preserve. No. There. So now we have all the green stuff on a single layer. Totally. Masonics or updating the Steam page is part of the plan to release. Yeah, no, releasing a thing is so hard. There are a few developers in chat there that totally commiserate with you, Chris. Like, it is such a long and hard process. Oh my goodness. And like for me, like my ability to continue to do my own projects in the future kind of relies heavily on how well Delver does, you know? Yeah, I'm liking that all right. Maybe we can put like a little bright spot here and kind of call it out. I don't know, just thinking aloud. That might be too high of a bright. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. No, I'm glad you think it's a good game. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let's just call this okay for now. Let's what's going on with I think I grabbed the bottom row of these wands. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. So let's turn on little trim. Do we keep the green mask or no? That's the big question, right? Because it's going to be a destructive. Oh, at least that reads better that way, but yeah, it's too big. Delete that. Yeah, I'm liking the shield. I think it was a good call to just make it all metal. And I could still do some sort of like maybe like you suggest. I could still even add the studs to it as well. You know, I could call the studs out. That still might be a cool thing to do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's an improvement, but I'm just kind of visually thinking here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the green can get a little bit of AA. That'll be fine. I do like it. I think it makes it look interesting. I think it sells that it's old and not fresh. I think for the most part everything in Delver feels pretty new. So maybe having something that feels old is good. Like a lot of these stuff are supposed to be like ancient, but they still look like really sparkly new. Like all this armor looks brand new and beautiful. So maybe I'll keep it that way. Yeah, let me just. I'm not feeling these bits, but that's all right. I wanted to try it anyways. And then there we are. Okay. Really quick, let me give the shield the same treatment then. So let's do. I'm gonna change the shield again, right? I did. Let's delete that. Then this can go down here, I believe. And that can be merged down. And yeah, so this can be merged down. And that stays, and I just need to duplicate that, and then disable layer mask. And then I can give this the green treatment real quick. I might go a little long today, sorry folks. I'm just trying to try to finish up this stuff because it's in my head right now, and I just want to get it finished. Hopefully you can bear with me. Okay. I think all of this probably needs to be like a not as a green that needs to bridge those two colors. So a little bit lighter and a little bit more orangey. Maybe more sat. That'll work. Cool. Did I just lose my wood trim? Yeah, I'm doing, and then let's apply, enable my layer mask. And then on this one, we'll add a layer mask. And we'll fill the whole thing with black, and then we'll paint in just little bits like we did with the other stuff to add just the green bits back to it. Simon's correct. Green equals old and ancient. Yeah, that's kind of I guess it's a shorthand. Maybe. I think this has been a good progress for today, at least. Yeah, without with. Yeah, this is a unique armor that you can potentially find. I think Chad called it it's the Rithorian armor set, which is pretty cool. We're just trying to add a little bit of just a little bit, I guess, of flavor to the Delver world, you know. That's all it really is, and also it's a cool item, so you know you got that going as well. Yeah, it's definitely a unique thing. Yeah, I think the green works well here. So let's just grit our teeth and let's merge it and save it. Let's fire up Delver. Let's give ourselves the armor, and let's see how it goes. I have a feeling that it will probably. I don't know. Did Chad? Did you play with the stats or just the naming? Yeah, if it's just one armor, that's not super great. But we can at least see how it looks. That's a thing, right? Oh, my controller's turned off. Let's try that again. Come on, process. There we go. Cool, let's do this. All right. Yeah. Bronze does turn that greenish. Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. This is a previous save. Okay, so K, uniques, and let's do Rethorian's helm. Nice. It's looking cool. Okay. I may just because I'm a stickler, I may pull the green from the grass into there just to make it nice and consistent. Even though I bet you it's probably close, because I don't know, my brain just works a certain way. Yeah. Organ shield. Nice. Yeah. So we got all this junk to scoop up. Let's equip it. Let's pop it all on. Nice. Yeah, I think it'll work. Right now it does like very little, but that's okay. Nice. Cool. Hey Kikos _0. Yeah, I guess we can play with it, even though it's not really that. Ooh. Not that great. Yeah, let me real quick. I guess also let's check out the code on the enchanted stuff, because I feel like Tengu pointed out, and I think like every piece of almost every weapon we find is enchanted. Yeah, like so I think we may have got the math messed up on that. But just something to take a quick look at. Yeah. Agility is a thing you can do. Come on. Trying to remember rooms where I know that they will drop stuff, just to see. There should be something on the other side of this wall. That dude was in a bad spot. Should be. Yeah. No, that's not enchanted. Let's just take a look at the math real quick and see how that works. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Simon. I need to. Oh goodness, yeah. Yep. Like all these armors, these shields are hooked up correctly, so I need to. Oh goodness. I think I knew that. Let's. How to arrange my sheet. Yeah, I need to fix that too. The list keeps getting longer. Yeah, let me real quick. Let's see, enchant. So you have a 20% chance to get either a so you have roughly, I think if my math is correct, you have a elk 0.08. You have a 64% chance to find a non-magical item, and you have a like I said, a 36% chance of getting a magical one, which is pretty high, I think. Yeah, so that might be too high. Because if it was 0.9 and point, wait, so yeah, so if it was was 0.9, so 0.9 times 0.9. That would be an 81% chance not to get a. So you have an 80% chance. So that would make, yeah, let's just try this. Let's just bump this to 0.9 just to make it so. Because right now that would give you a 64% chance of finding a normal weapon and a 36% chance. So 1 in 3 items were enchanted, which is a bit high, I think. What is my next game after this? So my next game, I don't know. Like I said, it depends how well Delver sells. If I get to work on a next game of my own, I'm definitely going to be doing like work in the games industry, but most likely on other people's projects as a contract or staff or whatever. We'll see. I don't know. So let's just try tweaking that, and yeah, give that a play. Okay, let's kill ourselves. And let's go down to the next level and just take stock of all the equipment we find just to make sure that it's not all magical. Because a 1 in 3 chance of finding something magical is probably too high. But a 1 in 5 might be closer to feeling okay. Urgh, a teleport trap. Dang it. Okay, well I'm somewhere now. Okay. Next level already. Let's go defense and let's go down. Yeah. So there is Iron Sword. Cool. Ow! Now there's only a 1% chance to get one with both. Yeah, it's pretty low. Yeah, it's hard to get the numbers to play right. Yeah, you can do the math real quick. Like in stats class, you do something like give me a new A4. There we go. Let's go to our brush. And they have you do something like you draw a little box, right? We turn on. Oh, my opacity's just turned down. Okay, so box. Super ugly. Please forgive the ugliness. I guess I can erase them real quick. It's not a big deal. Stats class. Pay attention, folks. It's handy. So what I can do is I can say make a new layer, add a red and change this to a 50% opacity and make it multiply. All right, it should be fine. And then this one, make a new one and make it say blue and 50. Okay, so for the red, there is a this is a 20% chance. Fix my pin real quick. All right, there's a so this represents a 20% chance, and then the blue here is a 20% chance, right? So you have to calculate the intersections, right? So 0.2 times 0.2 is 4, I think. Is that right? Just, I guess black is fine. So like 4%. And there should be symmetry. 0.8 times 0.2, 16%. 16%, 16%. Why do I keep closing out? Okay, I didn't close it out. And yeah, it's 64%. Hopefully those numbers add up. Uh, 64 plus 16 plus 16 plus 4. Boom! Look at that. Yeah, so that's how those distributions work out currently. Yep. So yeah. I think that's probably okay. And this is, you have a 64% chance of nothing, or you have a 36% chance of finding something. So, yep. Have you thought about putting in an Easter egg? There are Easter eggs already in the game. So we have thought about it, yes. Cool. So let's save that. Let's look at let's go to the command prompt and do a git status. Git status. Git add. Let's do this first. Git commit -m. Work on Rithorian armor. Git status. Git add dot. Git commit -m tweaking enchanted item drop value. Git push. Point 0.9 for both. Was one of my probabilities incorrect? I don't think so. You could just make it a simple counting problem. Wait. Don't leave the probabilities like that. Because right now, before it was you had like a 1 in 3 chance of finding a magic item, which I think is just too high, right? Now you have closer to like a 1 in 4. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's closer to being correct. We could do it differently. But having one that has both should be kind of a unique thing, right? Again, I'm not sure what you folks are talking about. Can you be a little bit more clear? No, these are not uniques. These are enchanted. Uniques are calculated differently. Uniques you have a 2% chance of finding, and that's scaled by the number of level you are on from 1 to 7, right? So Simon, no, you can. Right now, we did not have ways of this. It's not actually a stat that you can increase like Dark Souls, which would be cool. Right now, it's just a bunch of hard coded stuff. Yeah, so you have a so for uniques, you have a 2% chance. Unique is 0.02 times the current level divided by, I think, 6. So this just scales. So when you're deeper, you're more likely to find uniques. Is how it works. With both enchants, it's 4%, which is twice as likely as finding a unique, right? Again, again, see if I can draw this to scale. Maybe that would be a little bit easier. So there's a quarter, so like that, and like that roughly. Right, that is calc. Yeah, so 0.9 times 0.9. So that is, you have an 81% chance of not finding anything, right? So you have a 81% chance that you find a mundane. Actually, no, that's not right. That's for 0.9 times 0.9 is no, that's not quite right. Again, so this is it's 90% and 90. Oh yeah, I'm doing the, yeah, so 90%. Yeah, so this is, there's a 81% here. There is a yeah, I see what you're saying. So there's a 9% here, a 9% here. That's 18. Yeah, that's yeah, that's a 1% chance here. Yep. 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 So maybe 0.8 is correct. Or I don't know. Like drop tables are a weird thing. Yeah, I'll revert it. I could do an if case, but yeah, I'll just revert it to 8 right now. That's fine. Get add dot. Yeah. We could call it out individually. We could do a yeah. I've gone a half an hour over, so I'll just call it a stream. I'm already getting off on tangents. But yeah, so this stream we were productive and we got more of the unique stuff done. So that's closer to me being done. Yay! So let's sign this stream off. So hey, I am Joshua. You can follow me here on Twitch or on Twitter at Joshua Skelly. Most places that's what I go by. Here on Twitch, I'm an affiliate, which is rad. Somehow I got that. I guess I stream regularly. If you want to support me, you can subscribe, which I consider like a tip jar. I don't make a lot of money. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. But please do. If you're a Twitch Prime person, you can throw your Twitch Prime subscription my way. I have 9 lovely subscribers. In no particular order, they are Louis Carl Actual, Neil Slichter, Fifth Elephant, Nix Rod, A Literal Train, Smith, Dr. Kegel, Glass Casket TV, and Dragonson. Those are my dear subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. There's a community Discord if you like Discord. The server has channels that are broken down by the projects I'm working on, past and present. And also there's a show and tell channel where people will show off what they're working on, and it's really rad, and you should check it out. Have a good rest of your Thursday or Friday if you live on the opposite side of the world from me. And I will see you in roughly 24 hours for another stream. Take care, everybody.